I think like so far after doing it for just a few days, I've seen like a big difference in his behavior. My hormones are just like raging right now. So I'm gonna try to get in as much protein as I possibly can. It's so good. It's fast, it's simple, and I look more awake and put together. This is gonna be super chaotic, but good morning, welcome back to another video. As you can clearly tell, I just woke up. So last night, G and I went on a date. We watched a movie. We watched The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and it was so good. Highly recommend if you haven't seen it. It is so hard to remember who the real enemy is when they give Snow a buzz cut and dog tags and full plush lips. All I can say is we would have been talking it out. We would have talked it out. So we have some fun, exciting things going on in today's video. I'm starting my resolution early this year. 2024 resolution for me is gonna be all about self-care, self-awareness, self-love, and just focusing on Dominique. Naturally, I'm gonna be taking care of the family, but I'm not gonna be putting myself at that end of the list anymore, if you know what I mean. And I am finally going to be focusing on shedding this baby weight that I've gained. To be very honest with you, I am the heaviest I've ever been in my whole entire life. But with that said, I feel like I have the most confidence in my body now than I've ever had in my whole entire life. The reason why I'm going to be focusing on losing this baby weight and focusing on like my overall health is because of that, my overall health. Even though I feel my best like internally, like mentally, I don't feel my best physically. Like my back hurts, my joints hurt, my knees hurt, my everything hurts, and honestly, like, I'm sure that comes with age, but I'm not even that old to be like having so much like back issues, and I honestly am feeling like it's because of like my weight of where I am right now. So, and my doctors would say the same thing, so that's a really big part of me going on like this weight loss journey. I have a goal in mind for myself and an X amount that I want to lose, but to be very honest with you, I'm not entirely focused on that number. It's just to have like an idea, I guess. It's more like, what do I see in the mirror and how do I feel physically? The method that I'm going to be using for my weight loss journey is the Schaffer method. If you haven't heard of Schaffer, I found him on TikTok. But essentially what you do is you'll calculate, you know, what your calories are based off of what your ideal weight is. And then the calories are going to be, you know, what you're going to be consuming a day. And so the math with that is you take your ideal weight and you times it by 12. And that's going to be your calorie intake for the day. So the calorie intake is going to help you to, you know, reach that goal weight. But John also focuses on your protein intake, so you don't lose muscle while losing fat. And so the way that you calculate your protein intake is you will take your ideal weight again and you'll times that by 0.6. And that is the number of protein in grams that you would intake throughout the day at a minimum. So if you reach more than that, that's perfect, that's great, but the minimum is gonna be at least that number. And in addition to following, you know, the Schaffer method, he also is into intermittent fasting. I've been into intermittent fasting for years. Like, it's nothing new to me, and I've definitely seen a lot of results. You know, when I wasn't too sure where to start with weight loss, but I noticed that when I did intermittent fasting, it was doing something. You know what I mean? So I definitely like intermittent fasting. Once you get used to it, it's not as hard as you think. You know, it's just more of like breaking like that habit. Like for me, I wake up and get coffee like right in the morning. So I like to figure out like, okay, well, what time do I need to start my fast so I could have and enjoy my coffee in the morning at the time that I want to. The ideal way that John Schaffer incorporates fasting is the 16-8, which the reason why he focuses on intermittent fasting while trying to lose weight and gain muscle on your weight loss journey or fitness journey is because you are allowing your body to digest and work through all of the food that you consumed through the day, which is essentially allowing you to have your best start, you know, the next day when it comes to consuming food and, you know, focusing on your weight loss journey. So the reason why I like the John Schaffer method is because it worked for me. A month before my wedding, I obviously wanted to shed weight and like, you know, tone up and look really good in my dress and prepare for my wedding. So I did this for 30 days and I lost 10 pounds. So it has proven to work for me. So that's what I'm gonna be doing again. I didn't do any like heavy workouts. I'm not like a weightlifting type of girly. To be honest with you, I'm a Pilates and a hot mom walk girl. Like that is who I am. That is the workout that I resonate with, so that's what I'm gonna be doing. So with all of that said, I do need to go to the grocery store and buy a few things for the week, and also in help and preparation for beginning like my weight loss journey. And the reason why I want to film it is mostly to hold myself accountable. So I feel like by filming it, then it helps keep me on track with what I need to be doing so I can see the best results for myself. And also it could help you guys get ideas of like, you know, what to cook for yourselves or what to eat. Obviously you would tweak, you know, the recipes and the amounts in the way that suits you the best, but the food is just to give you an idea, you know, of what you can make. But it's not necessarily saying that you have to eat exactly what I'm eating, do exactly what I'm doing to get the results that you want to get. I feel like there's a lot of misconception when it comes to, you know, these what I eat in the days with these like health and fitness videos, and it could be a little bit overwhelming and discouraging, which is not what I'm trying to do, of course. As I said before, it's mostly just to, you know, hold myself accountable and give you guys ideas and inspiration. You know, take what you like and leave what you don't. So another thing that I want to focus on a lot more in 2024 is cycle syncing. I started to incorporate cycle syncing in July of this year, and it's been on and off for me. So I really want to stay focused with it in 2024. Essentially what cycle syncing is you're incorporating the foods that you need and the exercise that you need based off of what phase you are in your menstrual cycle. Our menstrual cycle isn't just when we're menstruating, right? It's not just when we have our period for those few days. It's actually for the whole entire month, and they're basically divided in different phases. So obviously we have our menstrual cycle or our period, and then after your period you have your follicular phase, and then you have your ovulatory phase, and then you have your luteal phase.
Here's what your hormones look like through your menstrual cycle, approximately, on average, 28 days. I want to focus on the three main hormones that fluctuate throughout the month: testosterone, estrogen, and progesterone. Testosterone we'll start with first. Testosterone stays kind of flat most of the time. It'll pick up just a little bit as you head into ovulation, so between your spring and summer, and then it'll start to flatten out again towards the end of your cycle. Estrogen will start low in your winter time. It'll slowly start to increase as you head towards ovulation, where you'll find that peak in your summertime phase. From there, you'll start to drop down. You might see a little peak again towards the back half of your luteal phase, and then it'll start to level off and fall towards the end of your cycle. Progesterone stays very low throughout your winter and your spring. After your ovulation and at the end of your summertime, this is when progesterone will start to rise. It'll find its peak in your fall, in your luteal phase. There might be just a little drop and an increase again, and then again it's going to drop off right at the end of your cycle. Now I want you to notice how these hormones are all kind of dancing with each other throughout the month, right? Estrogen rises, it peaks during ovulation, and then it starts to fall off. Progesterone stays super low. Progesterone's the main star of the show during your luteal phase, and then again, it starts to drop off. But I really want you to put your attention here at the back half of your cycle. Notice how all of these hormones just drop, right? They almost go back to how they started at the beginning where your bleed was, right? Super low. So I want you to be mindful of this time during your cycle. What types of exercises are you doing? What type of food are you feeding your body to support these really low levels of your hormones? Remember, estrogen is in charge of making us feel good. Progesterone is in charge of helping us feel calm. So if both of those are super low, how the fuck do you think you're gonna feel? Probably pretty shitty, right? So that's why it's important to really pay attention to what types of food, what types of exercise you're doing, so you can really support that time in your phase so that you don't feel like shit.
I'll leave a little bit more information about those 4 phases down in the description box if you guys want to get like a little bit of an idea. But definitely look into cycle syncing. I've personally felt so much better in my menstrual cycle when I started to cycle sync. Some people believe in it, some people don't. I personally do because I've noticed the effects that it has on my body and I like to do it. So I do want to focus on that in 2024. And then also I want to do that for myself because I feel so much better when I do. And then also for my daughter, you know, I want to be able to explain to her more about how her body works and to have that good idea and how to navigate, you know, her hormones. I didn't have that growing up. Like, I'm in my 30s and I'm barely learning about, you know, this type of opportunity to help manage my hormones during my menstrual cycle. And based off of what you eat and the physical activity that you do and listening to your body, like, it generally just can shift your whole entire mindset and your mood. So I'm gonna get ready for the day, do my skincare, and, you know, do my makeup and get ready because Ian's gonna go down for his first nap in about 20 minutes. And then I'll be able to do like my morning cleaning routine and all of that and get ready because when he wakes up, we're gonna go to Trader Joe's. And I do need to go to Target also because we put up our Christmas tree and we found out that the lights that we have don't fit our tree. Like, it doesn't wrap around the whole tree, so we need to buy more. We're gonna take these off. I honestly feel so tired and I feel like I look so tired too. Oh, I went to bed way too late last night. But hopefully my skincare will help me wake up. But first we're gonna brush my teeth. Good morning. Good morning. I think I need to go to Ulta, girl, because I don't have any more like face soap and some other skincare stuff that I need to get. Look at this. Like, I am like hitting the last bit out. when I do like my everyday makeup, I don't do anything like too heavy. And I don't do anything that's gonna take me like forever. Basically, I just put on some concealer on like some dark spots on my face, so I can just basically even out like the rest of my skin. This is the NARS concealer. I love this concealer. It like blends perfectly and matches perfectly with my skin. So this one just works. And this has been like my color since I was like in my 20s. Like this color just matches. This color is a Monday, medium deep. And I go in with a lighter shade. This one's Chestnut, also by NARS. And then I put some right here, just a little bit under my eyes. But I might need a little extra because I'm so tired and I didn't get a lot of sleep. So let's put just a little extra. And then I go down the bridge of my nose, top of my Cupid's bow, and I need to blend those out. Then I just blend it out with my beauty blender. I don't put like foundation on or anything like that, and I don't do anything crazy as far as like contouring. Mostly because like I don't know how to contour or like I can't find the right shade to use to make like my contour look like normal and look good. It's fast, it's simple, and I look more awake and put together. Place your concealer like not like right here underneath your eye, but like a little bit lower, and you blend up, and then it looks like more natural that way and less like cakey. And I've been loving nude sticks. This one is like more of like a recent purchase. So this is the color Dolce Darling, and then I just basically take a flat brush and then I just put some in on my cheek. I love nude sticks and the way that it blends into my skin. I feel like you can't necessarily tell if I'm wearing blush or I just ran like a mile and it's like just this natural blush, you know? And I like to put a little bit on my nose too, so it's like more like cohesive. I've been loving Huda Beauty. This one is banana bread. It smells so good. It depends like what type of girly you are. Like if you don't like your makeup to smell or you're sensitive to smells, then I'm not too sure if you would like this, but it smells like perfume. I like it. I think it just like elevates my whole experience when doing my makeup, but it just depends on you, you know what I mean? I just take some and like, I don't bake under my eye, I just set under my eye, and that's all. And then I'll bring some up here too because my eyelid tends to get a little bit like oily, so I'll do that to set everything there too. Okay, then I go in and do my brows. I've been loving the Brow Pop by Kosas. This one is in the shade Dark Brown. It's just a brow pencil. It's not like the micro one, it's like the slanted one. So can you see it's like slanted, like it's just like curved down like that. And then I just fill in my brows, you know, and give them a little shape. All right, then I go in with some blush. The blush, I used this blush on my wedding. This one is the Blush Trio Peachy Love by Anastasia. And I like it, and it's so pretty. And it has like, just like this little, you know, natural. I like the natural look, you know? Nothing too crazy unless I'm going like out. But for every day, this is a vibe. Curl my lashes. And then some mascara. This one is Lights Camera Lashes by Tarte. And like a trick that I learned from a YouTuber that I watch is that you look down and you apply your mascara up. And that helps like you get really under your lashes, and it helps your lashes like pop and look more fuller and longer. Then I take some setting spray. This is the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. It smells so good. And just And that's it. That's my makeup look. Very simple. Just basically elevating my natural face. You know, like just elevating my natural self and not doing anything too over the top. Sometimes I'll add eyeliner, and then I've been loving like the one size eyeliner, and I'll go ahead and do like a little cat eye, but today's not the day for that. And then maybe some lip gloss. I've been loving the Fenty Beauty Gloss. This one is Glass Slipper, and this is the one that has like that little heat sign on it. So I think this is like a plumping lip gloss, and yeah, it has a little bit of a tingle to it, but I like it. You get used to it. And that is the finished makeup look for today. We pushed Ian's nap a little bit later than usual because I'm trying to give him only one nap a day and see if he can like survive that, which he can. He's done it before. And I really feel like he sleeps longer throughout the night when he doesn't take so many naps. So it's a work in process. So we'll see how today goes. Sometimes if he's just too cranky and I just need like a moment, then it just works out for both of us that he just goes down for a second nap of the day. But we'll see what happens today, if we can just stick with one. The weather is getting like so much cooler here in California. I don't even need to turn the AC on anymore. So when you don't have to turn the AC on, that's how you know it's beginning to become like winter vibes here in California. So I've been keeping up with my cleaning schedule. If I feel like cleaning more, then I do more, but like I don't like press myself so hard that I need to get it all done that same day. So with my cleaning schedule, what we're gonna be doing today, let me erase this stuff. So I showed my cleaning schedule in my last video. And I've been keeping up with it, like I said, pretty good. All right, so today is Monday, so we're gonna do some daily tasks. But I do need to do laundry also. G already did his laundry. We did our bathrooms over the weekend, and Nathan and Nadia did their laundry. All right, so we can focus on laundry today and then our daily cleaning. So first thing, I need to clean up this kitchen because it is looking like a hot mess. So I'm gonna try to get in as much protein as I possibly can, because protein is definitely essential. Get your protein in. So this morning I did make a coffee, but I didn't really drink it. Like I took like one sip, and for the most part I was just holding it or putting it aside and doing like my skincare and makeup and stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a coffee protein shake and get my protein. Just pour it in here. So I take a scoop of my favorite protein. This one has 20 grams of protein in it. And then I did put some milk in my coffee earlier, and that serving had 8 grams of protein. So this coffee protein shake is gonna be 28 grams of protein. So I need to track how many calories I'm eating throughout the day, and I use the Lose It app. And basically what I do is I just go in, and it has a little scanner, and I just scan the food that I just had. So I had this organic whole milk in my coffee. I had 1 cup of that, and that's 160 calories with 8 grams of protein. And then I also just had my protein powder in my coffee, and that's 130 calories and 20 grams of protein. And then I had an espresso pod also, so I'll add that in there. It's like a little milkshake. Okay, so while Ian is taking a nap, I'm gonna do my cleaning routine. I've been reading Haunting Adeline, and this book, the chokehold that this book has on me is unbelievable. It is such a page turner. When I first got it, I read such a big chunk. Like, look how much I've read already, like more than halfway through. This book is so good. It's a little bit dark, and there is a trigger warning on this book. So I would look into that. If you're like easily triggered, then I don't know if this book will be for you, but if not, then definitely recommend reading this book because it is a page turner. It is just very, it's like a really dark romance, but I like it. When I tell you this book had me feeling like the whole time, like I was like, really? Wow. I was like, girl, like the whole time. So my daily cleaning is done for the day, so that means I have time to sit down and read my book and chill before Ian wakes up. It's so good. When I tell you I'm looking for daddy in my book, like this is what I mean. Like I need daddy to pop up and just have me like oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna make me and Ian a really quick lunch. So what I like to do when I'm counting calories is I want to make sure that I'm actually consuming the right amount of food instead of just guessing with the portions. So I take a scale here and I weigh my food out that way. So for lunch, I'm just gonna do these chicken skewers. I got these at Costco, and then I also have some egg white bites with bacon in it. This one has a lot of protein in it. I got them both from Costco. So I make sure my scale is in grams. So that's grams right there. And then I zero it out so I can get like an accurate weigh in of the food. And then I take some of whatever I'm eating and just put it on and weigh it. And then based off those grams is what I will typically put into my Lose It app, so it can like track how much I'm eating. So my chicken is 137 grams and that is 123 grams. So 2 of the skewers have 214 calories and 34 grams of protein, which is super good. And then my eggs here that I have, these are 282 calories and 17 grams of protein. What I've noticed when I do John Schaffer's method is I'm not like starving, you know what I mean? Like I'm not hungry, and I think mostly it's because like the protein is what's keeping me full. We have some Cholula hot sauce. This is 0 calories, so I can eat as much of this as I want. And what are you eating? What are you eating, handsome? Is that a yummy croissant? Is that good? Yeah. Ian is eating lunch too. I'm gonna give him a chicken skewer with his butter croissant, and he had like 2 like squeezy pouches. So after this, now that he's not tired and he won't be hungry, maybe, yeah. Now that he's not tired and he won't be hungry, maybe we can have like a nice shopping experience. We'll see. I'm gonna have a LaCroix too. Ever since I was pregnant with Ian, I've been loving sparkling water. Like, I used to hate sparkling water. Like, it was just weird tasting water to me, but honestly, I love it. Like, in replace of soda, so good. I caved and put Ian down for a second nap. Honestly, I'm just gonna stop saying that I'm only giving him 1 nap because I can't do it. He can't do it. And if he needs 2 naps a day and I need 2 naps a day, then we're just gonna have to accept that, and we'll figure out the rest on the way as we go, because yeah, he's just so cranky. And like, not even like cranky, just like I don't know, whiny, clingy, a little cranky, and just all over the place. I just feel like Like, old boy needs to, like, little boy just needs to sit down and relax. Like, he just needs like some quiet time, you know? And right now he's literally just like laying there. Just laying there. My emotions and hormones are just all over the place. Like, I felt fine this morning. It was a little chaotic trying to do like my skincare and makeup with Ian running around, but I kind of just let him like independent play, and I still like pushed through like my routine that I wanted to do for myself, even though he was like in the background, like all over the place. Like, he was going in and out of the shower this morning, throwing his toys everywhere, you know? But I was like, okay, well, he's not crying and he's not hurt or breaking anything dangerous or doing anything dangerous. So I was like, okay, fine. I'll just ride this out, let him do him, and I'm gonna still keep trying to do like my stuff. So that started to like elevate my anxiety a little bit, but I was like, whew, you know, my hormones are just like raging right now. Like, there are days like where I just feel like I cannot, you know, and there's just days where I'm just like, dang, I'm just so frustrated, I'm just so over it. And when I'm starting to feel like that, I take a moment, because I freaking need a moment. And if I don't, then I'm gonna like explode, and I don't want to do that, you know? This is also why I want to cycle sync, because when I did sync my cycle, like, my hormones were just more evened out, and like, I don't know, I just felt better when I was cycle syncing. And I haven't been doing that for the last few months, and I just feel like my hormones are like raging, and I am myself getting like frustrated and exhausted and anxious and just like all the stuff that I don't want to be feeling. And so I want to feel good, and so that's why I want to try cycle syncing again. So right now I'm in my luteal phase, and I'm about to start my period, so that's also why my hormones are just all over, and I'm honestly exhausted. And what you're supposed to be doing when you're in your luteal phase is not go so hard, and I feel like that's what I've been doing. There's this Pilates app that I downloaded, and in the app, like, it has particular workouts based off of what phase you are in your cycle. The app is called Align. Anyway, she has a book all about like aligning your cycle and educating yourself on that. So I purchased that. It should be coming tomorrow. When I got the app, you get like the ebook version of it, but I want like a hard copy. It was really helpful when it came to trying to understand like what workouts I need to be doing and what foods I need to be eating and what, you know, I need to be doing for myself during each phase of my cycle.
To your luteal phase. Your luteal phase is often referred to as PMS phase, and it is really the autumn of our cycle. So our luteal phase starts after ovulation if you haven't conceived, and lasts until menstruation, so your menstrual phase.
That's why I'm saying like my hormones are just like raging right now, and I'm just very easily irritated. It's because, you know, I'm literally about to start my period. And so I tried, when I cycle sync, I try to navigate around like what phase I'm in, and I've just noticed that like I'm like so much more of a pleasant person to be around when I'm cycle syncing. And I think like by next month or two, on top of, you know, counting calories and, you know, eating properly and dropping the weight, like I'll just start to feel better overall, which is key for me. Like, it's not like the physical aspect of it and like fitting into like my pre-baby jeans. It's more of like fixing like it's like more like just like, it's more for me of like relieving like this back pain that I have and joint pain. So there's gonna be like a lot of Pilates and yoga, and by calorie counting and dropping some weight, it's going to, I feel like relieve like the pressure on my joints. Like I said earlier, like I'm just my heaviest that I've ever been, and I don't feel like my body can just like physically just carry all of this, you know what I mean? Like all this, even though like up here in my head I feel, when I look at myself, like I feel like the most confident that I've ever felt, which I think is like so key when it comes to like trying to be on like a fitness journey for yourself. Like you have to be like confident up here, because if you're not confident in yourself and loving yourself, then your body cannot follow, if that makes sense. Like what the brain says and does, the body will soon follow. I'm gonna do a high protein snack here, a favorite snack. Guess how many grams of protein this bowl of cereal has? 21 grams of protein in this bowl of cereal. And it tastes like Fruit Loops, it's so good. Magic spoon, this is what I'm eating. A lot of protein, 0 sugars, and this is the fruity flavor. Like the cereal is like elite, I swear. I've already hit my protein intake for the day, and I'm underneath my calories, and I haven't even had dinner yet. I did so good. Guess who got her groceries? Me. I'm gonna go through my Instacart order with you guys really quick and let you know like what I'm gonna be cooking, just to give you like some more ideas of like food and such. A bag of lemons. I'm using that. Mostly the lemons are going to be used for like a lemon vinaigrette like dressing that I'm going to be making for salads, just because that's going to be low in calorie but also really good on the salad. Some red onions. I'm going to do like a pickled red onion, and I'm going to put that in the Greek salad that we're having for dinner tonight. So I got this protein pasta, mushrooms. This is going to be for like omelets. I also got some dark chocolate, because dark chocolate's really good for you when you're on your period, which is coming soon for me. Ooh, and then I wanted to try this evolved white chocolate. This one's dairy-free and plant-based, so I'm gonna see how that goes. I got lots of berries. They smell so good. Yogurt bowl, snack time. Ian loves blackberries, so most of that is for him. But I'll probably put like these berries also on the side of like a yogurt bowl or something. Cherry tomatoes. That's gonna go in our Greek salad. And of course we need feta for the Greek salad also. I got parsley. So I'm gonna make like a parsley ranch dressing, because we're gonna do taco salads this week also. Ooh, this is like a big thing of dill. Yeah. I got some dill. This is so good for like garnish on top of like whatever you're eating. It just elevates the flavor of the food so much. Steamed jasmine rice, you just microwave it, so convenient. Green onions, again another garnish. And I got 2 things of hummus by Little Sesame. I haven't tried this brand, so I thought I'd give it a go. This one is caramelized onion, and this one is jammy tomato. I wanted to try these for like a dressing. What I was gonna do is make like a hummus dressing and dilute a little bit of this hummus with some water, mix it up, and that's a dressing for my salad. I got some shelled edamame. We're gonna be doing salmon poke bowls. I just hit the side of my stomach on the corner of my counter. Freaking hurts. Anyways, I finally get to say good morning to you guys. As you guys saw, Ian is currently in timeout. So I'm beginning to discipline Ian a little bit more, having him kind of like try to understand what happens when he does something that he's not supposed to be doing. He's been in there for like 2 minutes max and he has toys. Basically, it just allows me time to do stuff while he's like preoccupied in like one spot. We just started doing this week. Trying to figure out like a disciplinary situation, but I don't want to be like so aggressive with my baby. You need to know when you're not supposed to do something that could hurt your body or you could break something. You need to know. I have a lot of safety things around the house also, like those little clips and everything like that, but there still are some things that he tries to get into, pull down, or, you know, things that captivate his eye. I still need him to kind of like be a little bit more aware, which my baby's smart, you know, he's a smart guy, so I feel like he definitely can process, you know, some things. I think like so far after doing it for just a few days, I've seen like a big difference in his behavior. Yesterday I feel like it was just more me, less him, you know, like because he was very good. He was just like overly excited, I guess, and maybe a little overstimulated, but he wasn't being like as chaotic as I was feeling on the inside. And I think that was just me, you know, dealing with my hormones and being in my luteal phase and about to start my period. And I think that's what that was yesterday. It was more me, less him, which also why it's so important, I feel like, to like take some space and time for myself, because when I'm getting in this like, you know what I mean? Like I like to imagine it like a sink is overflowing. You know what I mean? And that's how I felt. You know, the sink is getting filled up with water and it's about to overflow, and it's gonna make a whole entire mess. And I was truly feeling like that yesterday with my friggin' emotions and my hormones. Like I don't know what was going on. It was truly a roller coaster. Truly my luteal phase in full effect, let me just say. If I just take a step back and like look at how, you know, this new way of training our son is working, I think it's working pretty decently. And it's not like he hates the playpen, he actually likes it, which I don't know if that's counterproductive because he's supposed to register this as like, no, you did something you weren't supposed to, so this is a consequence, you know? But again, I give him toys in there. I don't want to leave him in there like a little jail. I put him down for a morning nap and I got a lot done. I deep cleaned the kitchen, which was on my cleaning list to do today, and I tidied up the living room. I cleaned up my room this morning, did my skincare, my makeup, did some yoga, ate breakfast. So I feel like I did pretty good today. We're doing good, we're on the right track. Ian usually goes through about 2 of these little squeezy pouches that I get at Costco. You're only supposed to eat one. You're only supposed to eat one. So I'm gonna make myself a protein coffee. I really liked it yesterday, and I feel like it helped like kickstart my day of having like good protein intake. The breakfast that I had this morning was only 11.8 grams of protein, so definitely need to get a protein coffee in to help boost that number up. So this is a different protein than what I had yesterday. I'm not a fan. So it's this Garden of Life protein. Honestly, it had like a lot of good stuff in it, but the flavor just isn't there. It tastes like chalk. Yeah, my husband likes this one. So I'll let him finish that, and I'm just gonna order my other protein because this one tastes gross. And it has 20 grams of protein, 120 calories, you know, not so bad, but the flavor is not there. I'm like debating if I should add this sweetener because it tastes horrible. Like I don't even want to drink it. But also, do I want to waste 110 calories on 2 tablespoons of maple syrup? I sure will. Anything to help this taste better. God, it tastes disgusting. Oh yeah. That helped so much. Like, this is now drinkable because before, that was so unpleasant. Just one at a time. Yeah. Yeah. I just got some Amazon packages. Let's open them. I got this little screen cleanser. So basically, I saw this on TikTok and I wanted to get it because I was like, dude, I literally need this. Wow, and then I guess you just turn it and then wipe it like this. Ooh. That cleaned that pretty good. So that cleaned my screen pretty good. I would give this little screen cleaner 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. I think I know what this is. And if I'm right, I'm gonna be using this tonight. Okay, I think that's a better angle. So, yep, that's what I thought. Wow. So I got these little chia seed pudding cups, or like overnight oat cups, you can do that too. And it comes with a little spoon. How cute. So yeah, I'm gonna be making some chia seed pudding tonight, girl. I'm like, you put it in there. I'm so excited. This is the book that I was telling you guys about yesterday. Align Your Cycle. Oh, I am so excited to get into this. Yes, this is exactly what I wanted. It has like all the information that like I'm gonna need like on hand when I need to reference my cycle, and it also has like some recipes in here for each cycle that you're in and what's gonna help like your hormones. I thought the quality would be like a little bit like better than this. Like, it's super flimsy, you know what I mean? I thought it would be like more hardcover, but it's okay. So I got this sugar-free vanilla syrup. I want to make like a dirty soda. I've been craving it so much, so I am going to make that today. My sweater. Let's see how this comes out. Let me see. Okay, I just checked in the mirror and it is in fact ugly. I'm gonna have to return this. It's just super boxy and like awkward. Like, I was going for like an oversized look, but I didn't know that the neck was gonna be like whose neck is like this? You know what I mean? Like, nobody's neck is this wide. Like, come on. I also got like this little pink stuff that you clean your car with. I'm seeing everybody use this and I want to try it out. But basically, so we open it. This is gonna be super chaotic, but yeah. So look, so it's like this little like sticky pink stuff, and oh my gosh, just touching it is just so therapeutic. But basically what you're supposed to do with this is like dab it all over your car or anywhere else, honestly. But basically it gets into those like hard to clean places and picks up all the little dust particles. I know the way that I'm opening this stuff is so chaotic. It's fine. Got some matcha. I think I'm going to make matcha chia seed pudding tonight so I can have it tomorrow for like a snack. So yeah, everything was a good purchase except for the sweater. Yeah, that sweater was not the vibe, unfortunately. I was really wishing that it would be.